I'm Paul Perkins with the check of your ag weather. Increasing humidity and a low-pressure trough tracking to the east continue the chance of mostly non-severe thunderstorms through tonight, mostly across the central and east. Elevated fire weather concerns continue tomorrow afternoon for areas to the west of Highway 83. Otherwise, high pressure building onto the plains leads to widespread highs in the 80s for tomorrow through Saturday. Friday, the warmest, with highs in the upper 80s to the low 90s. As weak disturbances lift to the northeast, spotty thunderstorms remain possible, mostly during the late day and overnight. Approaching low pressure, increasing that chance of thunderstorms Friday night through the weekend, possibly with some heavy rain or severe weather. Highs cooling just slightly to around 80 on Sunday. There are no signs, though, of a cooling trend in the long-term forecast. Temperatures for Nebraska, Kansas, and the nation's midsection this weekend through the last day of summer on September 21st, likely to stay warmer than normal. Nebraska and Kansas rainfall should be near normal to slightly above normal this weekend through September 21st. Key weather factors impacting the markets include frost this past weekend across the Dakotas and Argentina, rain for Europe and Australia, and the outlook for central Brazil rainfall. Colder air over the weekend produced areas of frost in the Dakotas, which could have damaged corn and soybeans in many locations. The rest of this month, though, in the northern plains, there are no more chances of frost. The next 5 days, mostly dry weather prevails across the south, east, and lower Midwest. Exceptions are heavy rain across Florida's peninsula and light rain along the immediate Gulf Coast and Atlantic seaboard, possibly extending into southern New England. Dry weather also prevails from southern California to the southern plains. Rainy weather stretches from the Pacific Northwest into the upper Midwest, but most locations are likely to receive only 5-day rainfall of 2 inches or less. As the week progresses, warmer air builds eastward, eventually encompassing the nation's midsection. Late week temperatures should top 90 as far north as the western Corn Belt. Low pressure moves into the middle of the U.S. this weekend, spreading rain eastward next week. Rain likely continues across the plains through the middle of next week, possibly longer. In Argentina, widespread frost may have damaged wheat. Soil moisture in Argentina is good enough to plant, but they may wait until the chance of frost ends. Central Brazil is expected to delay planting until consistent wet season rains arrive, which should begin next week, possibly leading to earlier than normal soybean planting. Southern Brazil expects rain to continue today as spring planting begins soon and increases through next month. Europe, that has seen waves of rain the last couple of weeks, expects more this week, which benefits immature summer crops and winter wheat planting that starts this month. Western Australia saw widespread rainfall last week that diminished to limited rain in the southeast over the weekend. More widespread rain is expected the next couple of days in eastern Australia, a benefit for wheat and canola getting into the reproductive stage. With your check of ag weather, I'm Paul Perkins.